Right, so we're diving into another one of these. This time it's all about bath time. You ready for this?
Always ready to jump into a new deep dive. What are we looking at today?
This one is, trying to make bath time a little easier, potentially. The Yookidoo baby bath shower head. We've
Interesting.
got a whole pile of stuff about it. Amazon reviews, a couple of YouTube videos, the usual.
Okay. Okay. So are we trying to figure out if it's actually helpful or just, another one of those
Well,
things?
yeah, I mean, it's an elephant-shaped shower head for babies.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, right off the bat, is this a must-have bath time essential? Or just another one of those, gimmicky things that ends up in the back of the cupboard after a couple of weeks?
I mean, it definitely sounds cute, right? I'm curious to see what people are saying about it.
Yeah, me too.
Mhm.
So I guess the first thing we got to do is kind of figure out what this thing actually is and how it works.
Right, right.
So from what I've gathered, it's basically a battery-powered shower head. You stick it in the bath, and it draws water up and creates like a gentle little shower spray for the baby.
I see, like a little pump system or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So not hooked up to the actual shower or faucet.
Nope, totally independent.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess the idea is to give babies a gentler rinse than like pouring a cup of water over their head or using the faucet.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I've definitely seen some babies who are not fans of the full-on water dump.
Oh yeah, nobody likes a face full of water.
Exactly.
So okay, let's dive into these reviews. What are the pros? What are people loving about this thing?
Well, a lot of the positive reviews really focus on that gentle water flow we were just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Parents are saying it's great for babies who are like sensitive to having water poured on them,
Makes sense.
and also seems to be a winner for rinsing shampoo.
Yeah.
Trying to get all that soap out of baby hair can be a bit of a struggle.
Oh yeah, that is always a challenge.
Right. So this seems to make it a lot easier and less stressful, both for the baby and for the parent.
Now, I know you mentioned the whole elephant design thing earlier, but I'm curious, how much do people actually talk about that in the reviews?
Yeah, actually, it comes up a lot. Parents say their babies are really entertained by it. Like, it's not just a functional tool, it's like a little bath toy as
I
well.
was going to say, I mean, come on, a shower head that looks like an elephant.
Yeah.
That's got to be a win for the baby, right?
Right. And a win for the parents, too, if it makes bath time a little more fun and a little less of a battle.
Okay, so we've got gentle water flow, easier rinsing, and a cute design that babies love.
Yeah.
What are the downsides? There's got to be some, right?
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of the cons, kind of predictably, revolve around it being battery powered.
Oh, right.
So, you have to charge it. And like any battery powered device, there's always that potential for it to, die on you at the worst possible moment, like mid bath.
That's never fun.
Right. Imagine you're all set up, baby's all soapy, and then bam, no more shower.
So maybe keep a backup option handy, just in case.
Exactly.
Okay, besides the battery thing, any other downsides?
Yeah, a few people mentioned that the water pressure, while gentle, maybe isn't quite as powerful as they'd hoped. Like for rinsing off really thick shampoos, or like if your baby's had a particularly messy play date in the mud, you might need a little extra help.
So maybe good for a light rinse, but not for a major cleanup operation.
Seems like it.
Got it.
And then there's the whole, is this thing actually necessary question.
Right.
Like some people might argue that a simple cup or washcloth does the trick just fine.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. But I guess it depends on the baby, right? Some babies might be totally fine with a cup, while others might really benefit from that gentler, more controlled spray.
Exactly. And let's be honest, there's a certain cool factor to it too. I mean, it's a gadget. Parents love gadgets.
It's true. Okay, so I want to shift gears a bit. We've talked about the pros, the cons, the whole battery situation. But one thing that really jumped out at me while I was reading through these reviews was how many parents talked about how this shower head actually changed their baby's whole attitude towards bath time.
Oh, absolutely. That was a big theme, wasn't it?
Yeah, like babies who used to scream and cry during bath time are now like splashing and giggling.
I remember one review in particular, I think it was on Amazon, where a mom was saying her baby used to like completely freak out at the sight of the bathtub.
Oh no.
But then she got this elephant shower head, and now bath time is like the highlight of the day.
Oh, it's really sweet.
It's amazing how a small change like that can make such a big difference.
Yeah, and I think it just goes to show you that sometimes it's worth trying those maybe slightly gimmicky seeming products.
Yeah.
You never know what might actually click with your baby.
Totally. Because at the end of the day, if it makes bath time more enjoyable for everyone involved, isn't that worth it?
Definitely worth it.
Right.
So, okay, big question. Let's wrap this up. Must have or nice to have? What do you think?
Ah, the million-dollar question.
I think this is one of those things where there's no right or wrong answer.
Yeah, I agree. I think it really depends on your individual baby and your family. Like, think about it. Does your baby tend to get upset when you pour water on their head?
Right. And do they, like, respond well to visually stimulating things like toys with bright colors or fun shapes? Maybe this elephant would be right up their alley.
Exactly. And also think about your own needs and preferences as a parent. Are you okay with dealing with batteries and charging?
And, does the price point fit into your budget?
All things to consider. So I think, if you're on the fence about it, maybe do a little more research, watch some videos of it in action, read some more reviews.
Yeah, seeing it in use might help you decide if it's the right fit for your family. Because at the end of the day, like we've been saying, it's all about finding what works best for you and your baby.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe this little elephant shower head will be the key to unlocking stress-free bath times.
Or at least a little less stressful.
Right, exactly. A little less stressful.
That's always a win.
Hmm.
All right, well, I think we've pretty much covered it all. Any final thoughts?
Just that it's fascinating how much innovation goes into baby products these days. It really shows how much parents are looking for ways to make these everyday routines easier and more enjoyable.
Yeah, and I think that's something worth celebrating.
Mhm.
Anything that can make parenting a little bit easier and a little bit more fun is a good thing in my book.
Absolutely.
Well, on that note, we'll leave you to ponder the fascinating world of baby bath time gadgets.
Until next time.
See you on the next deep dive.